All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Halo Infinite campaign from IGN. They did a little video on it. It's about 11 minutes long. I have not seen it yet, and I guess I'll rewind it because they already showed some shooting with the new pistol that kind of looks like a Mauler, but it's actually like a pistol type thing. We get to see what the big brute looking thing is. That looks pretty good. So anyways, subscribe if you're new, and let's hop right on in. How loud is it? That is like basically nothing. Oh, we see Esheram, a new boss potentially. And then what is his name? I can't remember what his name is, but it's the new like elite. Hopefully they don't start talking over it.
The biggest surprise I had coming out of my few hours.
They do talk over it. I don't care. I don't care about them. Okay. So this isn't PvP. Yeah. Okay. Oh, what was that? That looked like another new weapon. Okay. Yo, Chief's armor looks so good. It looks so good. Oh, the sad Marine. Wait, are they still talking?
His subtle yet distinct change.
They are. I don't want to listen. I don't want to listen to their voice. Oh, that's a grapple shot. It's really like floating off of Chief's armor. Okay. I kind of wish it was like a wrist thing. It looked a bit more aesthetically pleasing, but whatever. What do we got here? We got the new Cortana, I assume, or new AI, I guess. The really happy-go-lucky one, who's just rooting for everything to be all cheerful. I really wish they just want to talk.
Enthusiasm and his pilot rescuer's anxiety and weariness. Given developers
I'll just play their voice. I don't like not hearing anything.
Personality or motive in Halo 5 and the game's generally lackluster story, this was a relief.
Damn, they even knew. They're just calling Halo 4 and 5 out.
Not again. We need to run.
I need a weapon.
Weapon? This is all I've got.
It's enough.
Oh? What are they fighting
Halo
here?
Infinite's contrasting characters aren't the only things to look
God,
forward
why is
to.
that IGN, bro? We should have...
infused with Halo's DNA and genuinely challenging combat.
Okay, we got another brute, it looks like.
World game extravaganza, where many worlds are packed to the brim with chores and only a few offer meaningful adventures beyond their main path. If things continue
just a
the
distress
way
single. I think
my
we've seen that like 7 times now. It's that same one.
Halo Infinite could fall into the latter. That's not to say there aren't some.
I like the look of
this
pistol. I like the reticle and stuff. It looks like it.
343 can pull off.
Two-shot a shield.
Storyline with Cortana. For now, what I played in my preview session has left me even more eager for Halo Infinite's December 8th launch.
Oh, is this the same brute that we saw in the last trailer? I think it is. Oh, that's all that happens. He looked really easy to beat.
This is UNS.
I've never seen that rope before. I don't think that rope was on him. Was he?
Time and time again, Master
He was
Chief
grapple
has
shotting
up
or
to fight a
something.
new enemy. Halo Infinite largely sees that pulled back by instead focusing on
I assume
familiar
that's
fodder like the
Tremonius?
Banished from Halo Wars 2. They eagerly step up as Chief's main adversaries after handily defeating the UNSC around Zeta Halo, including Master Chief. Their goal for Zeta Halo is unknown, but if it involves a Halo ring, there's nothing good that can come of it. After the UNSC's loss, Master Chief's main objective becomes freeing the captured Allied forces on Zeta Halo and thwarting whatever the Banished are planning.
I am Esheram, War Chief of the
He sounds like the guy who plays Raven's dad from Teen Titans. That's not a bad thing. That's a really good choice. I like that voice actor.
Cortana was presented as a mystery rather than as a primary antagonist in what I played. What happened to her after Halo 5 and whether or not she's been truly destroyed is unknown.
So it looks like they're trying to move away from Cortana for a bit. They're trying to bring in the Banished because a lot of people like the idea of the Banished from Halo Wars 2.
The few moments that dug into Chief and Cortana's relationship were an emotional.
Was that a red plasma rifle?
Halo Infinite is looking to deliver a meaningful story for legacy Halo fans, and I really needed to fulfill that promise after Halo 5's story missteps.
She's not the driver, but a way to level the playing field.
What do I call her?
Ask her. She named herself.
Another smart AI, it seems.
I'm Cortana.
This all being said, I'm not optimistic that Halo Infinite is going to be a great starting point for new people to the franchise, as the best moments I saw in the first few hours rely on prior knowledge of the series. I don't like the idea of people being left behind, but I selfishly prefer that this game is made for returning Halo fans rather than tuning the story to accommodate new players.
I think that
Familiar with
makes
the story
sense.
or
That's what
not,
a lot of
though,
people kind of
Halo
want
Infinite
right
sure
now.
is fun to play and explore.
I think I'm with you. I didn't even know what a banished was an hour ago, and even I can see the odds aren't great.
Wait, her voice is different now. What happened? Why is Cortana's voice completely different?
Playing Halo Infinite is a mix of familiar and new. One moment you're navigating encounters and ship corridors, then the next you're driving several Marines around the open fields of Zeta Halo. As
At least this
343
person
has
looks like they've
clearly
played
stated,
Halo.
Halo Infinite isn't quite a true open world game despite it featuring massive sandboxes. Zeta Halo is broken up into island chunks. Land masses can be connected by bridges, and Chief can eventually call in things like a wasp to fly around anywhere after they're unlocked. So eventually we may get to freely explore unlocked areas, but our range will be limited and more focused at first. Zeta Halo
Okay.
is littered with UNSC camps called Forward Operating Bases that were claimed by the Banished after the UNSC lost the big fight. Clearing a
I wish you
base
could
and
play that
reclaiming
fight,
it
that'd be really
replaces
cool.
the Banished with Marines. Even better, cleared bases convert to instant fast travel
Oh,
points
so it's
and
audio
earn new
logs.
valor.
Are those the collectibles?
Worry not. Valor isn't some sort of spendable currency. It's instead a point-based tracker of how much ground the UNSC has on Zeta Halo. The more Valor you have, the better backup and gear you can call in.
Oh.
As far as I could tell, earning Valor and reclaiming the Broken Ring is entirely optional. So what else can you do when you're not hunting down the next clue to the Banished plan? People don't just get to give the Master Chief a fetch quest. The only one who really gives Master Chief any sort of command is a new AI codenamed the Weapon. She's meant to destroy Cortana and is in turn supposed to be destroyed when her operation is complete. Though Cortana is seemingly gone, the Weapon remains and is happy to assist Master Chief until she reaches her eventual demise. Much like Cortana, the Weapon will call out enemy attacks, notable objectives, banished facilities that need destroying, and Marines in need of
I
rescuing.
hope it's not going to be very
I
intrusive.
was more likely to come across
like
a
with
random
the,
patrol of enemies than an actual
calling out
objective.
stuff and whatnot. Like where it's like over yonder. If you guys remember the Infinite beta test or whatever it was, the flights, that was very annoying. Hopefully it's not too obtrusive, but who knows? Who knows?
But it didn't feel like I had to go too far to find something fun to do. I enjoyed the quiet moments though. Following Zeta Halo's native space groundhogs or just enjoying the view was a pleasant reprieve from the action. When I was ready to get back to it though, I could also hunt down and eliminate special targets to collect a unique version of their signature weapon that's equipable at FOBs. And of course, there are plenty of collectibles. A new scanner tool does make them a bit easier to find, if you have an idea of where to look. The scanner's range is rather limited though, so it's not a free pass to finding secrets. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the Grunt and Marine dialogue. They're hilarious. The grunts are as silly and oddly aggressive as ever, and have a surprising number of lines.
Humans would never fight grunts like us. He's here!
While the Marines are far more confident and excited about joining the Chief in battle. Their commentary made exploring all the more enjoyable.
Just in the nick of time, Chief.
Yeah, that was like a thing in Halo 3. A lot of them are really positive. Like, hell yeah, Chief, let's kick some ass. Let's
Just
go.
because Zeta Halo is a larger, more open sandbox doesn't mean 343 suddenly has us doing puzzles or tasks unbecoming of a genetically augmented super soldier like Master Chief. Fighting enemies and destroying their stuff is always at the center of Halo Infinite's gameplay, and whether I was taking on a roaming pack of Banished or infiltrating a fortress for a story mission, the more open nature only served to give me more options for combat.
What is that grunt doing? He's like stuck in a loop-de-loop. Was he like tied down or
If
something?
you've had a chance to check out either of the multiplayer test flights, Halo Infinite's excellence in weaponry should come as no surprise. The campaign introduced me to other interesting weapons we've
What
yet
is
to see
that?
in multiplayer, like the Disruptor, a small shock pistol that doesn't do too much immediate damage, but deals out pain over time. The
Ooh.
equipment we've seen in multiplayer unsurprisingly takes on a more powerful form in the campaign. Each of the 5 equipment options, grapple shot, shield core, threat sensor, drop
Increase the shield capacity by an additional 15% of base shield
wall,
strength.
and thruster,
Grapple shot stuns grappled enemies for several seconds. Oh.
can be upgraded with a collectible called Spartan cores. Like most of the open world
Okay.
elements, finding the Spartan cores
Oh,
and
I
upgrading
see.
equipment is
That's
optional.
it. What this game reminds
Master
me of is
Chief
kind of
won't
like
start the
the
adventure with all equipment either.
the Star Wars
You'll find
game.
new tools to play with at specific story beats.
What is it called?
Lacking a piece of equipment doesn't necessarily mean you're blocked off from certain areas
Star
from what I
Wars
saw. But getting to or
last-
taking on difficult encounters might be more manageable should you have
The one
more
with
equipment.
Cal. The one with Cal. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Challenge fit for a Spartan. Okay.
Most of the big story beats happen in large, foreboding structures that could be viewed as something akin to dungeons. These offer a more classic Halo experience. Grunts, jackals, brutes, and elites made up the bulk of the opponents I faced. Their role, weapon, and armor variety didn't feel lacking in combat. I came across one set of brutes that were so geared up they nearly qualified as a mini boss fight. The hunters make a return too, and are fun to fight as always. This being another ring, the flood was alluded to, though I never saw them.
Because it looks
the
like it's
Prometheans
fairly
weren't
easy.
present either. 343's vision of recapturing the essence of combat evolved in Halo Infinite means there's not really room for them, and honestly, I had plenty of fun without them. I didn't see any drones either, so I'm hoping the new flying Prometheans weren't present either. 343. The hunters make a return too, and are fun to fight as always.
Hunters return?
This being another ring, the flood was alluded to, though I never saw them. The Prometheans weren't present either. 343's vision of recapturing the essence of combat evolved in Halo Infinite means there's not really room for them. And honestly, I had plenty of fun without them. I didn't see any drones either, so I'm hoping the new flying enemies equipped with hardlight weapons, the skimmers, will be their replacement.
Most likely.
The real combat stars, though, are the boss fights. The first one with a brute lieutenant named Tremonius absolutely kicked my ass at first on heroic difficulty.
Oh, it's
a moment
heroic.
without movement rewarded Tremonius as he entered the encounter guns blazing and took me out twice in a row. I had been handling heroic without any issues up until that point, so I was stunned to see how Tremonius' aggression and support from 2 jackals paid off. I quickly got to work on a strategy and happily took on the challenge.
Oh, so that greatly damaged him, it looks like. Okay, good to know, good to know.
I have thus far only explored a fraction of Halo Infinite. Though the map isn't as large as something you'd find in an Assassin's Creed. Far from it, I'd say. What it does hold seems to offer something more curated with excellent combat at its heart. The story part is what I'm most curious about now. 343 needs to stick the landing in the plot department, especially with regard to giving us a satisfying resolution to the Chief and Cortana's relationship. If they can finally deliver that well-rounded classic Halo experience, then they'll have successfully and definitively made Halo their own. For more on Halo Infinite, check out our exclusive reveal of the new Streets multiplayer map, and stay tuned all November long for more IGN First coverage on Master Chief.
Thank you, IGN, for actually having a good video. This one was actually pretty good. The multiplayer one was actually super boring and bland, but this one, this person knew what they were talking about. They knew the variants, they knew everything. It looks like either they've played Halo quite a bit, or they've done a lot of good research, so congrats. I'll probably do a breakdown video in a day or two. I don't have much time today, but this is Halo Infinite campaign, the IGN one, and from what I saw, this looks really, really nice. This kind of just reminds me of, let me find it, Star Wars game. What was it called? Jedi Fallen Order. That's what it was. Jedi Fallen Order. A lot of collectibles. There's boss fights. There's the 3 main ones that we've seen, and then there's 5 others, exactly like the 9 sisters or whatever they're called. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So anyways, let me know down below. Are you guys excited for Halo Infinite? I am. It's gonna be dropping in about a month. So the campaign looks really promising. Obviously, no co-op, which kind of sucks at launch. Multiplayer is a little bit of a downer as well because of some of the slight bug issues and whatnot. Not bug issues, but some of the stuff that we'd like to be seen change, but hasn't. But it's whatever, you know. The Halo is mainly there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Take care and look forward to another video. I'd like to start posting more. So, you know, I will try my very best. And peace out.